If you're a contractor or service-based business owner and you're still running Facebook ads that are getting fake leads or low-quality leads for that matter, it's not because Meta's broken or Facebook ads don't work. It's because you're using the wrong campaign setup. You're using the ones that have been working the past 5 years. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to unlock AI-powered Facebook ads for contractors in 2026. These are the same ads that we're going to be using to get real homeowners, not bots, not fake numbers, straight into your Facebook Messenger DMs or even follow-up text messages. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. So number one, Meta's new phone verified lead forms that instantly fill out junk leads, why your creative matters way more than you're targeting now, and then the simple campaign setup structure that'll work for every contractor in 2026. And of course, this is the same setup we already started using in preparation for 2026 for our contractors and other clients that are service-based businesses that are already crushing and bringing in leads even during the slow season. So let's jump right into this video. So Meta has completely rebuilt their whole ad system, and they put it behind an engine called Andromeda. So why has this changed the game of Meta ads for really most service-based businesses, especially contractors? So first thing is this. Obviously, AI runs everything now. We get it, ChatGPT, AI overview, AI search, AI SEO, whatever. AI tends to run everything right now. But here's the thing. Andromeda, the cool part about it is they're going to control targeting for you. They're going to go find the right customer. As long as you provide it the correct creative, plus signals, meaning giving it data back, and it's going to override any interest that you could put in. Meaning, if you have a good creative that speaks to your ideal customer and you're providing it good data back once you receive leads coming in and they convert or whatever, and you're giving that data back, that Andromeda is going to control the targeting and show more people your ad that are more likely to convert. Okay, so they're pretty much taking control over everything. You just have to feed it great creatives and a multitude of creatives. Next thing is lead quality depends on your input. So once again, when you are providing the right signals, okay, and you're using and focusing on good creative, okay, that really speaks to your ideal customer. I mean, you got to be specific. That's going to get you good leads. If you don't focus on creative and you just throw something up, you're going to get junk leads. It's just not going to convert. So make sure that you're focusing on creative, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute, what good ads look like and how to do that. Okay. Next, Meta's new lead forms. Oh my gosh. To me, I think Meta's really going to change the game in 2026 for lead generation. I really do. And I think the lead forms is going to be one of the first things, because when you keep people on the same platform, which Facebook wants, it's more likely higher to convert than if it goes to a landing page, because that's just another step. But now you can verify the phone number before they submit a lead, which is amazing. Second, you're getting fewer fake names, and we're getting better conversions. We're already seeing this with our lead forms. Like, we stopped running landing pages now with our clients. We're putting them on lead forms, and we're optimizing the lead forms. And the cool part is, and we'll get into this a little bit, is the lead forms now will optimize themselves to get people to convert and fill it out better. It's wild. So let's go right into what a good ad creative campaign looks like, so you can be set up for success. So what makes ads work now? Okay, these are three things that are actually going to move the needle. We've already testing them right now before 2026 really hit, and this is what we're finding. So number one, let's talk about signals. Okay, what do we mean by a signal? Well, signal is conversion API plus a pixel. Offline events, book jobs, optimizing for quality, not volume, and conversion leads are on. So setting up your campaign to where you have your conversion API set up properly, you have your pixel on your website and all the appropriate places for retargeting purchases, for collecting data, and then you're feeding the offline events like your book jobs, your book estimates, or your closed jobs back into Meta, so they know that, oh, hey, like these are converting, these type of people converting, let's go find more. And then optimizing for quality, not volume, and then making sure your conversion leads are turned on when you're running your ad campaigns. Second, probably the most important thing is your creative. I mean, creative is going to be everything for 2026, and video is going to be a primary factor of that. So one, make sure you got reels between 9 and 20 seconds. Okay, you can go longer, right? But the hook needs to be really good. Second, before and after photos of projects, proofs plus testimonials, and then offer graphics, meaning like 0 down, low monthly payments. That works really well. We're running those right now as a This video is being recorded in November. We're running them as holiday specials during the slow time for most contractors, and it's crushing. I mean, absolutely crushing. So we love it. Okay. Next, simple structure. So campaigns used to be difficult. You have to set up like top of funnel, here's this ad, right? Middle of funnel, here's this ad, and it's going to retarget off of this. And then here's bottom of funnel, it's going to retarget off that and that video. And if they do this and they do this, now it's way more simple than ever. You need one lead gen campaign, maybe one click to message campaign where they click, shoot you a direct message. And this is more going to be for people like with emergency repairs and things like that, or I need somebody quicker. And then retargeting campaigns are really simple. Now you're running them based off of who's visited your website or maybe who's clicked on your ads before, but it's a low budget and you can run them immediately. You don't have to always necessarily just provide data. But the thing about the campaign structure, especially this lead generation one, is you're running one lead campaign and you're running a bunch of creatives. And Meta is going to go out, even on a cold audience, and they're going to take your creatives and they're going to put it in front of somebody who that's the right person for them at the moment that they're searching. So for example, if you have somebody who's top of funnel and you have an ad that's more speaking to like the problem, okay, and making awareness, it's going to put it in front of a person that's at that stage. Like it just knows. And if somebody that's in the middle of the funnel, like, hey, I know what my problem is, I need to maybe convert more, it's going to show them a middle funnel type creative that you put in. And then if you have somebody who's like, man, I got to get this done now, I got to get a new roof, a new fence, it's going to put them right into, it's going to show them a bottom funnel type creative or ad or marketing angle, and it's going to convert better. So it's getting to the point now where you just put the campaign structure in, put different marketing creatives and different angles in one campaign, and just let it do its work. Let it do its work. Okay. Got a little thumbs up there. All right. So let's talk about signals and tracking real quick. Okay. So what we mean, so if you don't input information, right? If you get bad info coming in, that's going to equivalent to bad leads. You're going to continue to get bad leads and you're going to continue to get bad clients. All right. Meaning if you're not feeding data back of what's working and what's not. So how do we fix this? What's going to get us into it here? So one, start with getting better data. Data is everything. Make sure your conversion API is turned on. Okay, if you're running ads or if you're hiring somebody to run ads, make sure they're doing that. Make sure you install your Metapixel. I misspelled install. It's okay. Nobody will ever know. And then deduplication. Make sure we're not deduplicating ads that are irrelevant or irrelevant data. Then offline events. So this is a big thing here. Feeding data back in for things like book estimates, book jobs, and job revenue. Right? If you can get that data fed back into Meta, it's going to optimize a lot better and go find more people that want to convert into an actual sale. And then optimize for book calls, estimates scheduled, not just lead only. Back in the day, you used to optimize for a lead. Oh, I got good name, phone number, and email and some intent. Great, but it doesn't mean it's a sale. You want to optimize for these things here, so you're going to get better leads and people more apt to convert into a customer. Okay, so when you do that and you get those good inputs, it's going to lead to good leads, real jobs, and real money for you. So make sure that you're focusing on taking data or collecting data and inputting it back into Andromeda. So the next thing is your creative system. Okay, your ads. What is your creative? Okay, and how you do the creative is either going to be photos, graphic design, or video. Okay, so the 6 different types you want to look at is number one, a problem to payoff. Meaning somebody experienced a problem. Here's what happened with the outcome. Okay, telling a story about a fence that you installed for somebody, or a new roof that you put on, or new siding, or we fixed their HVAC unit and now they don't have to sit in the heat. Whatever. Okay, you got it. So problem. What was the payoff for them? And I don't mean like we installed a new roof. It looks great, but what happened? What was the transformation, so to speak, of the customer? Next is the before and after photos of projects or before and after photos of videos. Doing time-lapse videos work great. People absolutely love those. They get engaged in them. Next, social proof. Do you have testimonials? Are you showing the jobs that you've actually done that have great quality work? Okay. Testimonial UGC, meaning user-generated content. Do you have somebody on video talking about their great experience with you and their transformation? An offer graphic. So this is usually related to financing offers. Okay, if you're offering financing, which you should be, and Improvify is probably the best company to get you there as far as training and everything you need to close more deals with financing. But that being said, your offer graphic is really just going to go with like 0% financing for 12 months or 0 down to low monthly payments. that can go in an offer graphic. And like I said before in this video, we're running these type of campaigns right now, and they're doing really well, especially during the holiday seasons, if you position it around the holiday offer. Last thing is retargeting proof. When you're doing retargeting campaigns, typically you just want to prove what they were already looking for. Like prove that you can do the fence that they need installed. Prove that you can put on a new roof and stop leaks from coming, right? Proof of all of these things in your quality work in the retargeting campaign. So if you focus on these 6 things here, as far as creative's concerned, all right, you're going to have a better lead generation coming in for 2026. Next, let's talk about campaign structure. How do you structure your campaign, your ads? Now, let's talk about lead generation first. Okay. Now, these are all technically lead generation. Yes, I get that. These are more conversion oriented, meaning people who convert into a customer. The other 2, click to message and retargeting, are really like, yes, you want to create a lead, but click the message is to get information from somebody quick. Okay. So lead gen, let's talk about it first. The first thing is you want to make sure you have Advantage Plus audience turned on, plus Advantage Plus creative. It's going to allow Facebook to create new creatives for you based on the one that you give them or the ones you give them, and it's going to put them in front of an audience that's broad and find the people that want to convert. Okay. Second, typically you want 6 to 10 ad creatives. We have some that are down as low as 2 to 3, and they work great, but you're going to have higher success if you have 6 to 10 ad creatives under one campaign. Okay. Next, a higher intent lead form. So when you use the Meta's lead form, make sure 1, you have the phone verified turned on, period. Zip code only if you're not running a finance ad. If you're running a finance ad, this has to be a city. Okay. You can't do zip code. So keep that in mind there. Timeline for the project, like what's the project timeline they need this done? What type of service do you need? What issue are you having, right? If this lead is going after problems, and then make sure the review screen is on so they can review their information before they submit. That's going to be a higher intent lead because they're like looking at all their information. I got the right information. I'm giving them the right information. I'm submitting. That's a higher intent lead, and the lead forms will do this for you. And then once it's done, you can have it delivered to Messenger. Like it'll deliver it directly to your Facebook Messenger. So if you don't have A2P registration done to get a follow-up text done, or it's just doing a follow-up email automations, this gives it direct to there. Download the Meta Business Suite app, and then you can send them a direct message on Facebook. They're getting the same message as well, and it just creates a faster experience and faster touch points with the follow-up. Now, click to message. So usually this is in the same geographical area, okay, and you want, for a click to message type thing, you want 6 to 8 short reel ad creatives. Okay. You usually don't typically want, because you're trying to get somebody to click fast. You typically don't want photos or graphic designs. So focus on reels and creatives. Make sure there's an auto reply option on your Messenger turned on that matches what's going out with the ad. And you can set this up easily. So it gets a quick reply and a quick response from them. So something like, so this is good for people like want to do a quick book estimate, maybe an urgent repair. I didn't misspell that. It says repaint. I get it, but urgent repair, or hey, I need you to send me 3 photos real quick. So we want to get them to re-engage fast and send something fast to make sure that we're optimizing that lead to get them into a book call. Last thing is going to be retargeting. So cool part about retarget is you can go as low as like $5 a day as a budget, maybe 10, because your audience is a little bit smaller because you're retargeting people who have clicked on your ads, whatever. Ad creatives, the focus here is just on making sure that we're showing proof, okay, that you can take care of the problem. So examples would be reviews, before and afters, job sites, limited time offers. That would be great with the retargeting side. Now we've talked about the creatives, campaign structure, how to set everything up properly. Let's talk about the lead form setup. One of the most important things to get them to convert. And let me tell you what, the new lead forms for Meta is just amazing. And dude, right now, I'm swearing by them. So what's new? Okay, what's new here? So first thing is this, it has the phone number verification. That's probably the most important thing they've ever done, is add a verified phone number. So they have to verify that it's a correct phone number. And if it's not a good number, Meta won't put it through. They'll make them re-input it again. That's huge. And it doesn't auto-input as well. So you have to verify, and I think it sends a text message too for them to verify with a code. So once again, hugely important, increases the intent, gets rid of the junk. Turn this on. Next, the lead optimization form. Oh, I love this. What it will do is if you have a series of questions you're asking, like name, phone number, email, then maybe like what location, like what like type of fence or roof they're interested in, whatever, and you're asking a couple questions to qualify, it will optimize the lead form in a way that it will show them the questions based on what's the best way for them to convert. Meaning, like, maybe it'll test and go, oh, people convert better when they talk about their problems first and then fill out their information, versus like, oh, so we're going to show them the qualifying questions first and then get their information, right? Or we're going to show them their information first and then get the qualifying questions and then get them to verify. So it's going to put it in a specific order that's going to, and this is going to be for specific people, like on their actions and behaviors. So they're going to optimize for the individual, which is amazing, to get them to convert at a higher rate with a higher quality. This is huge. These two things right here are really the game changer for lead forms, I think, personally. Last thing is the DM delivery. It'll automatically, without having to go through Zapier or, go high level or whatever automations, it'll go right into Facebook DMs, and you can get right to having a conversation with somebody in there. And if you have the right apps on your phone or computer or whatever, it just makes it a seamless process. It sends it to them on Facebook or Meta or Instagram immediately, so they get the notification immediately, so you can engage in a conversation fast while they're still on the same platform. And that is huge. That is huge for speed to lead. That's huge for conversions. And I think these three things right here have just really changed the game as far as meta ads are concerned. All right, so what are best practices? Okay, number one, add city to the lead form. It just helps. Even if you don't really need it, add it. Add project timeline. What's the and this is, when do you need this done, right? When do you need whatever you're looking for done? Identify what the problem is. So like if you're running an ad targeting like HVAC or something, or maybe people have an issue or have a specific problem. Do you have roof leaks, right? Have them identify exactly what the problem is. And you can do this through a drop-down menu or, multiple problems, or just have them type it up. And then add a review screen. Make sure that they're reviewing their information before they submit. And then integrate your branding. So on the lead form, has options to put photos, your brand, your whatever. Put something in there that can help, they continue to recognize your brand. Just because you're not going to a lead form or anything like that, going to a landing page that has your brand on it, put your brand integrated in that lead form. So once again, they're more likely to convert. All right, we talked about campaign structure, how to set everything up, the creatives, the lead forms. Let's talk about optimizing your campaign. All right, so let's look at the KPIs you need to be checking out. So one, does it have a low CTR, click-through rate? Meaning, like, based on how many people see your ad, which is impressions, what is the click-through rate of people actually clicking on it? So if it's a bad creative, a lot of times the click-through rate is going to be low. So you typically swap out a creative if the rest of the following KPIs don't align. We've had low CTRs that have great ads. It all depends, right? But you really want to check your click-through rate first. So if the ad's just not performing great, or you're not getting good leads, and you go back to the click-through rate and see that it's just low, it's probably going to be a bad ad, or a bad creative. Okay, high CPMs. Does it cost too much to get somebody to convert? If you're getting no leads, right? So if you're not getting leads, usually you have to kind of go backwards into here and figure out, like, is it because the ad sucks? Offer whatever, like, you have to read back through your data to go and kind of work backwards and go, okay, this is why it's not working, right? A lot of times it usually goes with the ad creative. And then, is it bad quality? Are you getting the wrong kind of people? So this will be easy to tell when you get people to actually fill out a form or give you a call, because what's happening is what they're saying or needing versus what you offer are not in alignment. And then that's when you're really going back to, and we're going to go back to the creative here, okay? And fix the creative here, or fix the copy. Let me write the V, whatever. All right, it won't let me write. So let's try it again. Creative. There it is. All right. So you go back, fix the creative, and then retest here. Okay. So how do we fix this? We really said it already. Swap creatives out. Kill any ads that just suck. So any creatives that suck, kill them. And then continuously we're adding new ones. Get sales feedback. This is huge. If you run a large company and you have a sales team, the marketing people need to be meeting with the sales people to get feedback of what specifically people are saying that aren't converting and what specifically people are saying that are converting. That's going to help you optimize your creative. It's going to help you optimize the copy so you can get better marketing and you can convert more deals easier, right? Update copy and hooks. So once again, that's just a matter of like if the messaging is not matching, like you get people to come in the door but they're saying the wrong things, that means the messaging is not speaking to them. So you want to update the copy and hooks that go with the ad. All right, now let's talk about the budget and expectations of running ads in Meta. Now here's the thing. Most people want to run $5 a day and expect to get $100,000 in jobs. It's just not how it works. It's just not realistic expectations. Sorry, it's just not. So if you're one of those contractors or service business owners, you're like, I'm only going to spend $50, and if that $50 doesn't get me $50,000, then it doesn't work, it sucks. You have to have a budget, and you got to be willing to spend money, period. End of story. If you don't have it, don't run ads. There it is. All right, so start with $30 to $75 a day, period. That's somewhere between $900 and $1,500 or $2,000 a month, okay? That's your starting point. That's where you need to start. Usually, typically, minimum like 60. You want to focus on cost per booked estimate or cost per booked job. What does it cost to book a job? What does it cost to book an estimate? That's what you want to look at. Don't look cost per lead. That's garbage. These here lead right here. These lead to real money and revenue. Not, I got 10 leads, but they were junk leads and none of them converted. So they cost more money to get an estimate. Keep that in mind. And then once you reach the correct KPI, once you reach KPIs that you like here, then you scale the budget and continue to follow the KPIs that go in place. All right. Now, when you go to optimize, focus on 3 things. 1, lower volume of bad leads or lower volume of just junk coming in, which typically doesn't happen. 2, higher quality leads here. And then a conversion rate. Okay. Those are 3 things you want to focus on as far as optimizing. So let's review the strategy again real quick, just so you got the good overview, kind of run back through everything. So first, ad creative is the very first thing you focus on. Make sure you're speaking specifically to the type of ideal customer that you're going after. Most companies in the contracting space or service business space has multiple ICPs or ideal customer profiles. So you want to create ads that go after one specific ideal customer profile. If you're speaking to a mom who is in a family, a stay-at-home mom, then your creative needs to speak to that person, if that's the type of person that's going to convert on your service or your offer. Or if you're speaking to just family homeowners in general, like primary example, we put an ad out for a fence company and we were targeting large landowners, right? That's very specific. Or we're targeting, another fence ad we did was we targeted pet owners in this area, right? And so now all of a sudden I cancel myself out because like, I'm not a pet owner. This is not going to apply to me. So keep that in mind. We're speaking very specific when it comes to like the ideal customer profile. And then we went into the creative and make sure the creative is relative to what they're doing or what the offer is. Next, verified lead forms. So make sure you turn on the verifications on. Make sure that you're using a lead form within Meta and optimizing that and getting the questions you really need to get them to convert. Next, have the DM delivered, right? You can still do automated text and follow up and email sequences through, a third-party thing, but put it into DMs as well, into the Facebook Messenger DM, because you're going to typically get a faster response because they're still on a platform. Next, make sure you're using offline and CRM event tracking, so you're tracking what leads are converting, what leads are turning into jobs, and heck, even what leads are turning into real revenue and money, because then they're going to go out, Andromeda is going to get that information, and they're going to go out and find more people that are spending more money. So do that, okay? Keep the campaign structure simple and consistent weekly creative updates. Make sure you're constantly updating the creative. Now, to this, there's a little bit of a point here. We have creatives that are crushing, and we leave them alone. It's only if they're doing bad, right? Or you want to increase your budget, so you add more creatives in, you want to do this. But if an ad's working and the KPIs look great and it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now you know how to run Facebook ads the way Meta actually wants you to in 2026, and you want them to perform better, right? You want to optimize your full marketing strategy. On the screen, we've got a full-out marketing strategy of all the channels you need to be thinking about to be successful next year in marketing your business. And that way you can hit your goals and grow your business confidently the way you want. So just check out that video on the screen. It'll walk you through the whole thing. Go and implement it. And as always, if you need help or you feel like would be a good fit for us to help you, click link below, book a call. We can help build a strategy for you. And if it's the right fit and it seems to work, we'll work with your business in 2026.